I only went in to have my appendix taken out. But when I woke up, something felt wrong. As the nurse helped me change, she whispered, "I'm so sorry. Imagine waking up from what was supposed to be a simple routine surgery, a minor appendectomy. You're groggy, but something feels profoundly wrong. A searing pain in a place that makes absolutely no sense, a place the surgeon shouldn't have touched." And then a young nurse, her eyes wide with a mixture of fear and sympathy, pulls the curtain around your bed and whispers words that shatter your entire world. "Didn't they tell you about the second procedure?" In that terrifying instant, a chilling realization hits you. Someone made a life-altering decision about your body while you were unconscious. A betrayal so deep it would ultimately destroy my marriage, rock the medical community, and transform me into a woman I never knew I could be. Before that nightmare, my name is Claire, and I was 32, felt idyllic. Just that morning, the sun streamed into our bedroom, making everything look softer than it really was. I kissed my husband, Thomas, goodbye, convinced I'd be home by dinner with nothing more than a few small scars and a funny story about hospital food. Thomas, still disheveled from sleep, reached across our bed to silence his alarm, and my heart still fluttered like it did 9 years ago when we first met. "Coffee?" he'd ask, already knowing the answer. It was our routine. He made the coffee, I made the bed. Simple, predictable, comfortable. We lived in a modern 2-bedroom apartment overlooking the city park. Thomas was in finance, making numbers dance for big firms. I worked from home, editing manuscripts surrounded by books. Make it strong. I'd call after him, knowing I had 3 manuscripts to tackle. His laugh, the sound I loved so much then, now makes my skin crawl to even remember. We were planning to start a family. I was planning anyway. Thomas always had a reason to delay. A promotion, the economy, needing to save more. But last month he'd finally agreed. "After the holidays," he'd said, kissing my forehead, "we'll start our family." That promise echoed in my mind for weeks. Then, at precisely 9:47 a.m. it hit. I was on a video call discussing revisions when it felt like a white-hot knife plunged into my abdomen. The laptop slipped from my lap. "Claire. Claire, are you okay?" The author's voice was a distant squeak. I barely managed to end the call, then crawled to the bathroom gasping. The pain, sharp and relentless, radiated from my right side. Not food poisoning, no, it was appendicitis. I just knew it. "Thomas!" I yelled, but he was on a call in his office. I frantically texted him. "Something's wrong. Hospital now." He found me on the bathroom floor, tears streaming down my face. I'd never seen him move so fast, practically carrying me to the car. His hand found mine as he drove, squeezing gently, repeating, "It's going to be okay. I've got you." In that moment, he was my hero. The yard was a blur of harsh fluorescent lights and concerned faces. Thomas handled everything: insurance, paperwork, answering questions. While I curled on the examination table, trying not to scream. Everyone was so kind, so gentle. "Acute appendicitis," the doctor confirmed. "We need to operate today." Good news, we caught it before it ruptured. Thomas was right there, asking all the right questions, taking notes on his phone. I loved how he took care of everything. I trusted him completely. They moved me to a pre-op room. An older surgical nurse, kind eyes behind thick glasses, came in with a clipboard. "Just need to go over the procedure and get your consent," she said, then paused, squinting at her paperwork. "I just need to confirm both procedures that will be." Before she could finish, Thomas interrupted, his hand tightening on my shoulder. "She's in a lot of pain.